Tonight we're recapping my top 5 pistols that I got to shoot in 2020. Are you ready? Stand by. So welcome back to the Humble Marksman channel. I'm David and I'll be your guide in pursuit of practical pistol proficiency. We're not crying about anything in this video, guys. This is not a typical Humble Marksman video. We're just going to celebrate how awesome pistols are in the year of 2020. Now, I got to do 16 pistol reviews this year and I got to shoot many more pistols than that. So I decided, since everyone's putting out their list, I put out my list as well of my top 5 favorite pistols I got to shoot. Now, I'm not going to put it in any order. It's going to basically be like a 4-way tie for number 5 and then my number 1 most favorite pistol of 2020. And I appreciate you guys. I have a lot of fun interacting with you guys in the comments. If you decide you want to support me in 2021 making future world-class firearms content, check out the links in the description. There's a link over to my Patreon where $1 a month gets you access to 3 to 5 posts per week. And if you're here, then you probably would benefit from having a membership over at Big Daddy Unlimited. There's a link in the description where you can join, and just $1 for your first month gets you wholesale type pricing for Second Amendment type stuff that you'd probably find pretty interesting. But as always, what helps me the most is you liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and ringing that bell. Or if you disagree with me, just share this video in all the Facebook groups that you're a member of and say, look at this idiot and the terrible content he puts out. That works for me too, guys. So first is an honorable mention. I'm not going to count this gun in the top 5, but it was easily one of my favorite guns to shoot, and it was my buddy Michael's Infinity Open Gun in 38 Super Comp. I can't say that I shot another gun this year that just made me laugh with excitement when I was finished shooting it. It is a beautiful gun. Infinity makes amazing pistols, and if you truly hate money and want to get in trouble with your significant other, then go buy an Infinity. They are incredible, and they might very well be worth the money. But moving right along. So the first pistol coming in tied for number 5 is my Beretta 92G Elite LTT with RDO slide. Now, I had not really spent a whole lot of time shooting Berettas, so putting a Beretta, which is a super soft shooting gun, and putting a red dot on it is a match made in heaven. The dot doesn't move a whole lot. It's just a super awesome shooting gun. The trigger is just absolutely amazing. The guys at Langdon Tactical really know how to put together a gun over there, and it's amazing. The only cons I can kind of throw out about that Beretta is the magwell is super small if you're trying to shoot for competition, but if you're just shooting for pleasure, it is a really pleasurable gun to shoot. So the Rodeo is going to be the first one tied for number 5 on my list this year. The next pistol is going to be a surprise to many of you, but if you are in a group text with me at any point during this year, I've probably mentioned it to you at some point or another. And it's actually the Springfield Armory XDM Elite OSP. It's a threaded barrel model that is optics ready. It has backup irons. The trigger that comes with it is quite good out of the box. The magazine tubes are really long and stuff 19 rounds in them, and they're chrome plated. The magazines, despite being super high quality, only sell for like 30 bucks. And the ergonomics of the pistol are really squared away. Now, I know that there's like memes around the Springfield guns or whatever, guys, but a lot of the failure points that people like to point to, like the roll pin and the slide seizing up and all that kind of stuff, is largely gone in the XDM Elite series. So the XDM Elite has been nothing but a pleasurable gun to shoot, and it's been shooting amazing groups for me. So I would honestly say that the XDM Elite really got its stuff together and deserves a spot as the number 2 tied for 5th gun on my list for 2020. Now, if you do decide to watch my review on the XDM Elite, be warned, the Humble Marksman content kind of falls into 3 distinct eras. There is the current area, which is world-class firearms content, and then there's the PWC area, which is pre-world-class firearms content, where the videos are still okay, but the production's not as good. and it's not as punchy. And then there's just the bad era of my catalog, and I would recommend not watching any of my videos from the bad era. So this is just in the PWC era of the Humble Marksman catalog, so be warned. And the next gun, the number 3 gun, tied for number 5 on my list of the best guns of 2020, is the Sig Sauer P365 XL Romeo 0. The fact that Sig Sauer is offering guns with red dots from the factory is awesome. The fact that they took their P365, which is already a pretty amazing gun, they made the frame even better. They added a little bit more barrel that doesn't affect the concealability but does help in hollow point expansion. And then they basically made a gun that has a lower bore axis than the Glock 43X and Glock 48. Is pretty darn cool. I really like the Sig Sauer P365 XL. In fact, I'm carrying it right now. It is awesome. It's just a great concealed carry gun, and I can recommend it enthusiastically. The only con I can really talk about on the P365 XL is the trigger is kind of meh. It's a little lightweight gun, and the trigger is about 6 pounds, and it's a very mushy trigger pull, but in all honesty, you don't notice it from the back of a galloping horse. The trigger is good enough, it's just academically not good. And my 4th pistol, coming in with my tied for number 5 pistol in the 2020 category, is another pistol that wasn't born in the year 2020, and it's probably not going to be a surprise if you follow the channel recently. It is the Beretta APX. The APX really got the formula right for a duty pistol, and for a striker fired pistol, it's got one of the best triggers out there on the market out of the box, which is truly impressive considering the price point it comes in at is sub $400. I was really impressed with the Beretta APX, and I don't understand why it's not more successful. I don't know if that's a Beretta thing or if it's just the US market. I don't know why, but the Beretta APX is hands down one of the better duty pistols that folks are making. It's just nobody knows about them. So you can check the video out on that one. That was a really good pistol, and I still really like it. And that's going to bring us to our number 1 gun, the gun that wins 2020 in my mind. And so you're probably asking yourself, what's it going to be? Well, this guy's kind of a competition guy. I'm sure it's a competition gun. Meanwhile, Taurus fans are like, this guy's a Glock shill. He's going to love it, and it's going to be a Glock. And then the tactical bros be like, that dude's probably got a whole trunk full of ascots. I bet it's a CZ. No. I love to talk about this gun. It really represents something special in this segment, but first I have to talk to you about the relationship between content creator and you, the subscriber. And if you're not subscribed, now's a great time to get subscribed. So I make world-class firearms content, and you watch this content. You remember your childhood love of the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer claymation from back in the day. You decide to remake it, but you don't put any of the modern value stuff in it. You just remake it to make it better. You don't actually color it with the current society's lens on what videos should be. You just make it fun, so something the kids can enjoy in a higher resolution format maybe. And then you take old Sam the Snowman, and rather than giving him the fat old white guy face, you use my logo instead.
Seems all he thinks about is silver and gold. Silver and gold. Silver and gold.
So all of the children across America at Christmas time can know about the world-class firearms content here on the channel. So the number 1 pistol that I got to shoot this year is the Sky CPX2 RD. Yes, a Sky pistol is my number 1 pistol, and for a very good reason. It is a value-oriented pistol that comes with a red dot from the factory. It was designed to be electronically sighted, which was a big step forward considering the market segment in which Sky competes. And then if you actually compare the Sky to other value-offering firearms, it's executed very well. The details work well. The gun was super reliable. It was super accurate. Granted, the trigger is pretty heavy, so you have to have some skill and be able to lock out your right wrist to get good shots. But if you can do that, it shoots laser beams. It's a super accurate pistol. And the fact that a manufacturer like Sky acknowledges that red dots are the way forward in the concealed carry market and are beginning to offer them as standard models in their pistol range is huge. For $350, Sky is selling a red dot equipped pistol, which it blows my mind. It's awesome. And I think it's really cool that Sky is doing it. And as a result, the market's been buying them. You can't find them anywhere. They're sold out everywhere. So the Sky is my number 1 pistol of 2020. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what was your number 1 pistol for 2020? What did you think was the coolest pistol that you got to shoot or came out in the year 2020? let me know in the comments below. I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for hanging with me this year. And if you want to check out my review on the Sky, you can check it out over here. And if you want to check out my review on the Beretta APX, it's here as well.